is I studied 90 world-class speeches, okay, 10 years of contest videos, 9 contestants, 90 world-class speeches. Then I created a video of just the winners to watch it over and over and over again. I wanted to see what was the difference between the person who came in first and the person who came in second. What was that tiny difference that made all the difference? And the number one thing that I noticed different was the pause. The pause. Champions paused with purpose. And you need to, ooh, that was a good one. Pause with purpose. I saw all the heads go, whoo. Somebody write that down for me. Pause with purpose. And here's what I mean by that. The most powerful part of a presentation, write this down, is the thought process in the listener's mind. The most powerful part of a presentation is the thought process in the listener's mind. You see, it's not my opening, it's how my opening affects your thoughts. It's not my closing, it's how your closing affects your thoughts. It's not my PowerPoint slides, it's how my PowerPoint slides affect your thoughts. So, if our goal is to get into the subconscious mind 3 days later, I have to present, oops, don't step on your own remote. Rule number 3, okay. So we need to pause to allow our audience to reflect. So, actually, let me have Sam come up here for a second. Give Sam a round of applause. Okay. Okay, so here's what I mean by this, is that the thought process in the listener's mind, when we ask a rhetorical question, what we need to do, and I don't know why I keep cutting in and out, but what we need to do is to allow our audience to think. See, we are rude. We create a disconnect between ourselves and our audience. And let me explain and show you, demonstrate exactly what I mean. So, Sam, I'm going to ask you a question, and it's not a trick question. I just want you to answer out loud so we can hear his thoughts. Does that make sense? So this is me asking a rhetorical question in a presentation, only I want you to hear his thoughts. Watch what I do. Listen to Sam. Okay? You ready? You're taking one for the team here, man. Okay. So, in the presentation. So, Sam, what was your childhood like?
Crazy.
That's great. I don't have time. What a jerk. I asked him a question. I didn't even let him answer. Guess what you do when you don't pause long enough to let your audience think? See, what I was just doing is I invited him into my speech. I wanted him to think of his childhood because I'm going to connect it with a childhood story of mine. And then the point will make more sense. But now he'll be connected to the story. Does that make sense? So what we do is we invite the audience in with a question, and then we create a disconnect. And we're essentially saying, shut up, you think too slow. Okay? Give Sam a round of applause. Thank you, Sam. Okay. Okay, so the pause. So we have to pause to allow our audience to think.